What is going on, everybody? It's Man to Man Football here. We're talking about week 2 of the Dallas Cowboys, and it was not pretty, but we got the W, fellas. Let's just start right from the top. Quarter 1 was not pretty. Not pretty. 3 fumbles. Dak Prescott fumbled. Ezekiel Elliott fumbled. And Dalton Schultz fumbled. Hell, you can even add Tony Pollard in there fumbling. It was disgusting, despicable Dallas Cowboys football. We should be way better than that. I expect better from the Cowboys. It was just horrendous football from the Dallas Cowboys out of that first quarter. We were down 20-0 out of the first quarter. It was really, really rough. I think all around, it was just a bad job by everybody. Even the coaching. Going for it on fourth down that early in the game, I know we were still down quite a bit at that point, but I still think it's way too early. You still got to play it safe there. I don't mind the second punt going for it later on in the game. That wasn't too bad, but if you wouldn't have ran the one up early, I don't think you would have been. I think it would have been more effective running it later in the game without even showing one fake punt. But coach, there was a lot of coaching mistakes in this game. Falcons, for some reason, didn't recover the onside kick. But let's just start right from the top and from the helm. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott had a phenomenal day. After that fumble, he just kind of picked it up, and they started rolling after that first quarter. They put up 10 in the second, 14 in the third. Completely shut them out in the third quarter, which helped us out a lot. Defense stiffened up there. But Dak Prescott broke records. First quarterback ever to put up over 400 yards passing and 3 rushing touchdowns, which is actually insane. The only quarterback in the NFL to ever do that, which is amazing. Dak Prescott kind of carried this team really and truly throughout that game. But Ezekiel Elliott had a really good day. Not over 100 yards, but he had a touchdown. You can't beat that. We didn't feed him as much as we liked because we were down literally the whole game. So I really like the way the receivers looked. The receivers looked very healthy, very strong. CeeDee Lamb had 100 yards. Amari Cooper had over 100 yards, and Dalton Schultz had a lot of catches. I was very impressed with Dalton Schultz coming out. Dalton Schultz, yeah, he was kind of scaring me week 1. Didn't look too good. He dropped a couple passes early in week 1. But I'm much more impressed by the way he played. I don't know if the practice reps helped him out or if he just wasn't, coming off the bench cold. He was struggling a little bit last week, but he played much better this week. I was very impressed with that. But overall, the receivers is 100% what carried. Dak Prescott carried us through this game. With he threw the ball downfield when we needed it, made big plays. Amari Cooper made a beautiful one-handed catch. Michael Gallup made a beautiful jump ball down the sideline, which was amazing. These receivers have shown they're the real deal, and they can definitely help Dak Prescott get bailed out. They can also, pull defenders out of the box for Zeke. So this offense is looking good. Other than the fumbles, I'm sure Mike McCarthy's in the lab right now. He probably just told everybody to get out, go to the field, and start practicing holding on to the rock, because you cannot win games like that in the NFL. With putting the rock on the ground. So Dallas Cowboys offense showed up, got us back in that game. I really think the biggest question for me was there was a lot of bad coaching decisions in this game, but I like risk taking. It's so much better than the old school Clapper just playing it safe all game long and not knowing when to go it to. I think we need to tone it back a little bit, but I love it. Fake punts, you don't see those very much. It was awesome to see too, but I think the one was way too early. Way too early. I think it was a bad decision. Put our defense in a bad spot, and it got us down really, really early. So, offensively, coaching, I think we did okay on the offense. I'm a little worried about this team on defense, though. This defense does not look very good. The corners are doing pretty well. We're not like superstar stacked at the corner position. We're a little banged up in the linebacker position with Leighton Vander Esch out. But Jalen Smith running around, I think he needs to be a little more aggressive in the run game. He kind of like, he's a great sideline to sideline linebacker, but he tends to like let running backs come to him, and that can tend to hurt us yardage wise. But other than that, man, this D line has to figure it out. We only had one sack last week against the Falcons, so it was pretty bad. Alden Smith is the only person who got a sack. I'm sorry, Everson Griffin's the only person that got a sack. But I mean, where has DeMarcus Lawrence gone? You know, he's my biggest criticism on this defensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence is just not there. I don't even know if he's on the field anymore. He's not producing. He's not knocking balls down. He's not doing anything. You know, we paid him a lot of money, and he needs to show up and earn it, because we have zero pressure, and when you got a guy like Matt Ryan, who isn't as mobile as he probably used to be, I mean, you've got to get sacks against teams like that, and we're just not doing it. We're not getting pressure anywhere. We got sliced and diced through the air, especially early in that game. You know, Matt Ryan threw 4 touchdowns on us, which was not very good at all. This defense struggled. The offense battled back. The defense did stiffen up when we needed them to, but I mean, man, this defense has a lot of question marks. My biggest question for this team is, are we a playoff team? And right now, we do not look playoff ready. Obviously, I'm happy we won. Like, amazing comeback. You rarely see stuff like that in the NFL happen, but man, this team doesn't look playoff ready. We've got a lot of things to figure out, so obviously I'm excited, you know, but I like to tone it back. I like to be realistic. Like, long term, like, we shouldn't have struggled against the Falcons. We really shouldn't have. They do have a lot of weapons. They have a lot of receivers, but we should have played much better. I expect better from this Dallas Cowboys defense. I expect better from holding on to the ball standpoint from this offense. You know, we should be leading in a lot of these games. We're going to have a tough week against Seattle in week 3 if we do not figure this out. You have to, you know, Russell Wilson's one of those dynamic quarterbacks that can run the ball, and you know, I've always believed we tend to struggle against quarterbacks that are mobile. So I'm a little nervous about week 3 coming up against Seattle. I hope that this defense can figure it out. Man, this D-line has to figure out how to get pressure. We're going to have to be able to contain Russell Wilson, and it's not going to be easy. You know, he's going to make plays, but we've got to be able to make more plays than him. So hopefully this defense can figure it out. I'm not sure what it is other than the D-line. That's the biggest, you know, that's the biggest finger I've got to point right there about this team. This team is not playoff ready. I don't agree with it. So I'm really nervous about this week. You know, this team has a lot to figure out. We have got to start fast. We've got to finish fast. And right now we are coming out and fumbling 3 times. That's not a great way to start a week 2 football game. So we're better than that on offense. We've got to be better on defense. We've got to figure it out somehow. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to this week. I'm a little nervous about that Russell Wilson guy, man. He's dangerous. So dangerous, as they like to call him. But this team is definitely in the question mark area right now for me. They could go one way or they could go the other way. They're 1-1 right now. It is early, but we're starting to see what teams really are after week 2, and I'm not too sure about this Dallas Cowboys team. So I hope we can get, you know, play a little bit safer early on in the games from the coaching staff. Play some really good offense, keep the ball in our hands, win the turnover battle. That would be fantastic. We can't continue shooting ourselves in the foot, because we're not going to win games like that. So that's the biggest concern for me offensively, and I hope this defense can stiffen up and get a pass rush and figure it out, whether it's bringing linebackers to get pressure, but we've got to do something, or else Danger Russ is going to whoop us. So but guys, thank y'all so much for watching this episode of Man to Man, talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I hope we figure it out, fellas, because if not, this season could be another 8-8er, and I do not want that. We should be a 10+ win team easily. But without further ado, it's Man to Man Football. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I expect too much from DeMarcus Lawrence. I really think he just hasn't been here. But just let me know. Thank you guys so much. Deuces.